Okay, good evening everyone. We are discussing electric motor, its working, construction, principle, function, everything. Okay? First of all, I would like to tell you the function of electric motor. Electric motor function is to convert electrical energy to mechanical energy. And you know the various uses of mechanical energy. It can be used to lift up water. It can be used to drive the blades of turbine. There are various uses. Okay? So there are various uses of electric motor. So function is very easy. It is to convert electrical energy to mechanical energy, right? Now we are coming to the principle. The principle says, the principle is same as kicking wire experiment, as I've told you in previous lecture also. The only difference is that in case of kicking wire experiment, we are using a straight conductor. But in case of electric motor, we are using a rectangular coil, right? Principle is very easy. It says ki if a rectangular coil, if a current carrying rectangular coil is placed in a magnetic field, if a current carrying rectangular coil is placed in a magnetic field, then it experiences a torque or a mechanical force due to which it rotates continuously. I'll repeat again. If a current carrying rectangular coil, as you can see, current carrying rectangular coil is ABCD. It is placed in a magnetic field. That is a U-shaped magnet which is creating magnetic field around the rectangular coil. So here ABCD rectangular coil is placed in a magnetic field. It is a current carrying rectangular coil because supply of current is given with the help of this battery, right? So if a current carrying rectangular coil is placed in a magnetic field, then it experiences a force. This ABCD coil will experience a force and it will rotate. Okay? It will rotate fully at 360 degrees. And this process will keep on happening until or unless you are supplying current with the help of a battery, right? Regarding the construction, as I have told you, in construction you can see we have a U-shaped magnet. This is a U-shaped magnet originally. We have a U-shaped magnet whose function is to create magnetism around the rectangular coil. We have a rectangular coil which is playing the role of a conductor. We have two split ring, SPLIT split ring. The other name of split ring is commutator. The other name of split ring is commutator, and its function is to reverse the direction of electric current, right? Next we have capital P and capital Q. These are carbon brushes, capital P and capital Q. They are in connection with this commutator, but this commutator rotates as the rectangular coil rotates, but carbon brushes remain fixed. P and Q are carbon brushes here. There one more role is there. Another role is to stop the twisting of wire, so that the wire doesn't get twisted and break up. Okay? To stop that kind of role, we are using carbon brushes. Everybody knows the role of battery and switch. Battery gives the continuous supply of electric current, and switch, you know, to cut off. If you want to cut off the supply, you can switch off this switch, right? You can use key also, but basically wherever, because electric motor is a heavy device, we are using switches, right? So this is all about the construction. Construction you have to write in form of points. You have to write like this, that this commutator is denoted by capital X and capital Y here, and its function is to reverse the direction of electric current. Construction you will write in points. Now coming to the working is a bit complicated, so I want you to focus on working very clearly. I have prepared notes of it as well. I'll add one more picture of these notes so that you can understand the working properly. In case of working of this electric motor, it is divided into 4 cycles. Let's consider this is a 2-dimensional geometry here. We have 4 quadrants. First quadrant is 0 to 90 degrees, second is 90 to 180, third is 180 to 270 degree, and fourth is 270 to 360 degree. I have made notes on the basis of Lakmeer Singh. It is on page number 9090. Initially, when the the coil ABCD is in the horizontal position as it is shown here. When you will pass current with the help of the battery, as you know, the current moves from positive to negative terminal of the battery. The current will go from positive terminal of the battery to carbon brush P. Then it will go to commutator X and it will follow this path A, B, C, D. As you can see, the arrow is indicating the direction. Further it will go to the commutator Y, then to carbon brush Q, and further through switch it will go to the negative terminal of the battery. Working is very simple. What you have to consider to make it simple, you have to apply Fleming's left hand rule, and you just have to know three things. One is the direction of current, another is the direction of magnetic field, and then one more is the direction of magnetic force. The direction in which magnetic force is applied is the same direction in which the rectangular coil will rotate. Okay? If magnetic force is downward, then the coil will move downward. If magnetic force is upward, then the coil will move upwards. So initially we are giving current ourselves from positive to negative terminal of the battery. So the direction of current will be via this path, A to B, then C to D. You want to add this commutator and this commutator as well as carbon brushes in this, you can add it yourself, right? Now please consider this. In the initial setup, in the first quadrant, carbon brush P is connected with the commutator X and carbon brush Q is connected with the commutator Y, right? According to this diagram, whatever construction which we are understanding is according to this diagram, right? Next we have is, if you apply Fleming left hand rule, you have the direction of current with you. Current is moving via A, B, C, D path. You know the direction of magnetic field is always from north to south pole. And third, direction of magnetic force. If you will apply Fleming left hand rule in this, which says that if you carry your left hand in which all the three are perpendicular to one another, center finger gives you the direction of current, magnetic field is from north to south, then this magnetic force, if you will apply this rule, you will see that the AB side of the coil will move down and the CD, this was the AB end, AB is moving down and CD is going up. How you will know that? You apply Fleming left hand rule in that and you will be able to know in which direction the thumb is moving, because you know thumb denotes the direction of magnetic force. So the direction in which thumb is moving gives you the direction of magnetic force. With the help of that, you will be able to know that AB side is pushed down and CD will be pushed up. And you can say that ABCD, because it is moving in anti-clockwise direction. Okay? If you will say this is AB, this is CD, if it is going like this, it is moving in anti-clockwise direction. But this will be only in the first quadrant, that is 0 to 90 degree. Now coming back to the second quadrant, when it comes in exact vertical position, now AB is down, CD is little up. As the coil reaches the vertical position, these brushes P and Q, it will touch this gap because commutator X and Y will move along with the coil. So these brushes P and Q will touch the gap in between these commutator rings. As you can see, P and Q will touch the gap between commutator rings and current to the coil is cut off. But because gap is there, the supply of current will be cut off. But it has already gained momentum. That rectangular coil has gained momentum, so it will pass this cycle automatically itself. You know momentum, product of mass and velocity is called momentum. If I am pushing something very hard and it has gained momentum, it will fall automatically. So similarly with the help, because in this second phase shift, in this second quadrant, what will happen? The coil has already gained momentum, so it will pass through this second cycle or second phase shift, you can say. Now after 0 to 180 degree, what will happen? The AB and CD ends will take the position of one another. I have drawn one more simple diagram to illustrate this point. Now in case of third quadrant, when it has passed 0 to 180 degree cycle, AB comes on the right hand side and DC comes on the left hand side. And if you focus your carbon brushes and commutators, they will also get changed. Carbon brush P will now be connected to commutator Y and carbon brush Q will now be connected to commutator X. Okay? Now again, you know what will happen. Current is moving from positive, then to P, then to D, then C, then B, then A, then further to commutator X, then to carbon brush Q, or simply if you want to learn DCBA, the direction of the current is from positive to negative terminal, it is from DCBA. And after that, second point, magnetic field you need not to memorize because it is always from north to south pole, magnetic field. And third, you apply Fleming left hand rule again, what you will get? You will get, no need to learn anything, only learn the first point. Earlier AB was pushing down, now AB will move upward. And earlier CD was pushing upward, now CD will move downward. It is just the reciprocal of the first one. Okay? And again I am telling you the direction which the thumb represent is the direction of magnetic force. So this is the third quadrant, and fourth quadrant, that is 270 degree to 360 degree, its working is same as that we have discussed in second quadrant, that again P and Q will touch the gap between the commutator rings, but the supply of current is cut off, hence it will pass this cycle because it has already gained momentum, right? And coming to the last point, I just want to read it. The reversing of current in the coil is repeated after every half rotation. It is on page number 91 in Lakshmi Singh. It continues to rotate as long as current from the batteries pass through it. The rotating shaft of the electric motor can drive a large number of machines which are connected to it. It should be noted that the current flowing in the other two sides, AD and BC, of the rectangular coil is parallel to the direction of the magnetic field, hence no force act because the value of sine 180 comes here, that you will study in class 11th, right? And this is the simple construction, working principle as well as the function of electric motor. Hope you have understood. Thank you everyone.